Tell me why.
Episode 5 already.
The five time. Ready?
Yeah, if you want to switch over, I'll switch over. I
Oh,
don't
no,
mind.
let's get going. Let's get it going.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Top Rope Wrestling Pod. Obviously, Connor, George, and myself, Lewis. We're here for another episode. We're going to talk about what's been happening on Raw, SmackDown, NXT. What's going to be happening over the weekend with Elimination Chamber, and
Yep. That's it.
I think
Well,
that's
why don't we
what
always
we'll
start
do
off with our favourite part of the show,
We love a quiz.
with the quiz, the unbelievable quiz
I
where
Lewis
you
don't.
get
He's
zero.
not.
I always love these quizzes, let's be honest.
He
I
loves a
never do
quiz.
good.
He just dreads it a little bit.
I never do well,
So-
but I love it.
Today's quiz, considering this is the last one we'll be doing before the big, elimination chamber. This will be
That's
surrounding the
right.
elimination chambers matches. I did warn you last week actually. If you go
I know
back.
you did.
He did.
Okay, so he's ready.
I am.
So let's start off with an interesting question,
Here we go.
boys. Right, get a moment to write your answers down. Who was actually the founder of the elimination chamber match?
I know.
No, write it down. Write them down.
You're not at school. Why are you putting your arm up? Oh, I know.
No, yeah.
Oh, look at me! I got my elbow!
Ooh, teacher's for pet.
Ooh.
Just to clarify, if anyone's watching, obviously at home, this is
This is
about
where I
the
get it
elimination
wrong.
chamber match. The
This is where I get it
elimination
wrong.
itself, not the.
You can comment as well just before Connor
Okay.
says it if you really want to answer. We don't mind.
I'm going to get it wrong now.
I know you
Right.
do.
I hope I do
10.
now.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right. George, you were very keen. You had your hand up.
Right, I'm going to get it
Wasn't-
wrong.
Who do you think it is?
And I reckon it's one of the participants in the first chamber, and it was Chris Jericho.
What about yourself, Lewis?
But it's not,
It's the
because I know who
founder.
it is. Lewis, say
You
it,
think?
because I've got another answer if it's wrong.
I'm thinking Pat Patterson. I don't know why.
You know who it is? It's your boy from a company I will never name,
Rick Bischoff.
Eric Bischoff. Yeah.
Should have knew it being someone.
As soon as I said it. Wait, didn't Jericho? Was it Money in the Bank? Did he pitch that?
I'm not too certain. However, Chris Jericho was in the first Elimination Chambers match. So we'll give you, who actually was in the
I
match.
get like a 0.1 point.
Yeah, we'll go that far. So, of course, this is a pretty easy question for you. It's a bit of light.
No,
First
don't.
ever Elimination Chamber match.
Yeah.
Famous.
Yeah.
Who was the wrestler that won that match? And also, I'll give you some bonuses if you can name any of the wrestlers who were in that match.
I've
One
got
we've
it.
already just mentioned.
I've got it. I've already watched it recently. So I'm gonna get it right. Like I said last one.
Imagine if you completely gets it wrong here. You put yourself under pressure there, son.
I'm not gonna
Shit.
lie.
I know who
The
won
only
it.
time
I'll give you
the
a
only
little
time I
hint.
watch a
It's in,
chamber is
it was
if
in
it's on.
2002.
Fair
It
enough.
was in 2002
Yeah.
chamber match. Yep, first one.
I might be able to get 5 or 6, but I don't know who the 6th person is. That's gonna annoy me now.
Maybe more than me.
It was the
'cause I
top
haven't got a clue.
people. I will also make you aware in 2002 for this match that all the wrestlers were part of the Raw brand.
Yeah.
I'll
Trying
also
to think
give
who the
someone a
6th
bonus.
person
I'll
is.
also give someone a bonus point as well if they can name the pay-per-view it was on as well.
Yeah. Oh, what was the pay-per-view?
And if any of you say what I think you might say, I'm not going to be very pleased.
Oh, I think I got the pay-per-view as well.
I'm not gonna lie, I've
Because
got
I've all
nothing.
got-
So
We've got 30 more seconds. Unless you give up there, Lewis.
no, I have because Chambers. Honestly, I only watch him if it's live or like the day after. I never recap
That's
on
fair
a
enough.
Chamber. I don't
You
know
don't.
why.
Oh, do you not? Oh, I'm pretty sad to rewatch things.
Well, since George apparently, has watched it recently, he has all the answers obviously there. What have we got there, George?
So the first winner, or the
Yep.
first one to ever win, Shawn Michaels.
Yep. Can you name the participants?
RVD,
Yep.
Booker T.
Yep.
I said I got 5 or 6. I've only got 3. Who was the other 2?
You know what? I'll stop you there because I'm very annoyed with you at the moment. We
Why?
literally just said Chris Jericho.
Oh, so we just said Jericho.
Oh yeah, Chris Jericho. Oh yeah.
Yeah, you said that.
That's
Unbelievable.
blanking.
This you just said his name.
Jericho. Yeah, I know, but I just yeah.
Where it? The other one, the one big one you're missing.
No,
I'll give you a little hint.
go on.
Yeah, what did Shawn Michaels win?
Oh, Triple H.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Did you get any of them, Lewis?
I'm not gonna lie, no.
I was thinking one.
I
Pay-per-view
was
was Survivor
thinking Triple
Series.
H, but then I was like, wait.
Yeah, he's right
has
there.
He, has he
Survivor
actually
Series.
been in one? Has he not been in one? I couldn't think.
Oh, Triple H.
Yeah, I couldn't think if he had been in one or if he hadn't.
It was, yeah.
Was he like back to back? Didn't he do like SummerSlam the year after?
Yeah, he did with in that one. I believe he fought Goldberg in that one as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Goldberg.
Oh, next.
I swear Kevin Nash was in that one.
Let me take a look. Someone we can't mention is in that one.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Apparently, Shawn Michaels was the. Let me take a look for you. Yeah, Kevin Nash was actually in there. There you go. Big diesel. Sorry about that, as I was about to cough there.
Someone we can't mention.
Nah,
is in
couldn't
that one.
hold it.
Huh?
Oh, sorry, I do apologise. It's the one after. Sorry, it jumped up. I apologise. Yeah. You guys know. Yeah. So, okay, so this is the next question for you.
Yeah.
Okay. In 2006, for the first time in the Elimination Chamber history, they were fighting for the WWE Championship. Before, it was always the big gold, as people say.
Right.
Okay? Yeah. So, the question is for you guys, is who won the match to win the WWE Championship? This was at New Year's Revolution. I will, to help you out, because I do know it's a random one for you. I'm going to name you who was.
Right.
I'm going to name you who was in the match.
Okay.
Okay, and I want you to think who won it out of these ones. Okay.
Right.
So in this one, we have Shawn Michaels,
Mm.
Kurt Angle, Kane, Masterpiece Chris Masters,
Oh, wow, that's a bit of
Alito,
a throwback.
and John Cena.
Who won?
Who won? Yep, this is the first ever one that the WWE Championship on the line for.
I'll
Little
just go
fact is-
with a stab in the dark for mine. Like it's just quite simple why I would think that person.
Okay, who's thinking?
I was gonna go Cena.
What about yourself, Lewis?
Kurt Angle.
It was Big Match John for that one.
Big Match John, this is what I'm thinking.
Big Match John.
So I'm
Fun little
thinking
fact-
spin about maybe.
Yeah, fun little fact for you. On the same year, in December to Dismember, there was
Right.
actually a Elimination Chamber match for the ECW Championship. Little fact for you. And the same thing for the. Sorry, I've just got the list over here. But for quite a few matches. He also did have one. I don't know if he's ever know this. Did have one at WrestleMania.
Really?
What?
If he's with you. Yep, they did. For the WWE Championship
Oh wow.
match at WrestleMania. So this was not at WrestleMania. This is for the match at WrestleMania.
Oh, for the match,
Oh.
right?
Sorry, I do apologize. Sorry, yeah, I completely misworded that.
Yeah.
Probably hyped up there as he's probably
I was
took it
like, hang
down.
on a minute, have I missed that one?
So this is for WrestleMania. What's XXIV? Is that 26?
Could be.
26?
I think so. Yeah.
Check for it. So this is for the WrestleMania match of 26. Okay.
So whoever wins that goes to
Yep.
Mania.
WrestleMania to fight for the WWE Championship.
Right.
Okay, I am going to give you the list of the participants again.
Right.
Okay. I want you to guess who won it. Okay, so we've got Triple H, Jericho, Jeff Hardy, JBL, Shawn Michaels, and Umaga.
Oh, well, Sean loves it, doesn't he?
Yeah, Shawn is in quite a lot of them. And so is Triple H, to be fair, he's in quite a lot of them.
Yeah, I
as
was
well.
going to say, yeah.
I didn't realise he had actually been in that many. I'm just shit with Elimination Chamber.
He was in the one after that as well.
So whoever won this
Went on to Mania for the title.
Yep.
or the title.
WrestleMania 26 it was.
Title.
Jeff Hardy.
What about yourself, George?
I'll go Triple H.
There you go, George is right. It is Triple H. Out of cute, just so you both also know as well, after this WrestleMania 26, for the next two WrestleManias after then, he did go against The Undertaker for two WrestleManias back to back. We are going to go into some more modern questions for you in relation to winners and losing things, just someone a bit more, we've had a bit of the history. Let's have a little of the a little bit of the history, a little bit of the more modern ones for you. Okay, 1 second. We'll get them up for you. So let's talk about the last one for you. Okay. Let's
Can't
have a
remember the
look
last
here.
one. There we go. Can't wait.
Oh, we'll go on a little side quest then first. Okay.
Here we go.
It's a little side quest. Which wrestler do you think has the most appearances in the Elimination Chamber? This is for the males.
Off the top of my head, I'm
Probably,
thinking... Go on. Sorry, George.
I was going to say, it's probably someone I mentioned, like Shawn Michaels or Triple H or something.
Right, so you're saying
Yeah,
Shawn?
Yeah, I
H?
say
I
Shawn.
was thinking Michaels or Jericho.
It was actually John Cena has had 7 appearances.
No way.
Yeah, he's had 7 appearances. I will double check that for you. 1 moment. Hang on. Oh, my computer's been a bit funny here. But he has had 7. However, one other person has had actually 9. And that is actually one person we forgot completely again. Randy Orton.
Of course it is.
He's been in 9 elimination
so much
chambers.
on this podcast.
Like, Randy Orton just
We
does not
forget
exist in
about him so much
wrestling
on this
for us,
podcast.
by the
Yeah.
way.
So bad.
You know, who is he? You know. So, the back of that, which wrestler do you think have most eliminations?
Here we go.
Who do you
Ooh.
think has the most eliminations in the history of the Elimination Chamber? Fun fact is, I believe the highest one is not who has it, but how many the person's got is actually 10. They have 10 eliminations
Oh,
throughout Elimination Chamber history.
quite higher than what I would have guessed, to be honest. I didn't think it'd be 10.
Yep.
Um,
And the person does actually hold the second most appearances.
Cena?
Yeah, do you want to start having a guess? You think Cena? What about yourself, George?
I'll go Triple H.
It's actually our boy,
Don't
Chris
say Randy
Jericho.
Orton. Oh, Chris Jericho.
I can imagine it was Randy Orton.
However, he's had 8 appearances, 10 eliminations, and has only won it once. It was a very long, so he's had a bit of a hard time in there. Last question in relation to the these type of facts for you. Who do you think has won the most Elimination Chambers?
Who's won the most?
Yep.
I'm not too sure on that. Maybe like a Randy or an Edge. I don't know. Has Edge been in them? I don't know.
There's been a couple.
Who's won the most? I'll just go Cena.
There you go. George is feeling very lucky today because he does also have a right again.
I'm just thinking he's
There
been
is
in the
one.
most.
There is one final question I'm going to do, but this is not related to the men's elimination chamber because I've never mentioned the women's. I want to give a bit of appreciation for the the women's elimination chamber and such. Only a couple. Okay. Oh, the women's elimination chamber matches. Who do you think's been in the most?
Most chambers for the women.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'll go Becky Lynch.
I'm thinking either a Carmella or an Asuka.
I will say one little hint for you. It'll shock you. It is Liv Morgan. She's been in 5.
Oh wow. Wait,
Yep, she's been in more than any other ones.
When was the
That's
first
mad.
women's elimination chamber then?
Hmm?
When was the first women's elimination chamber?
Let me take a look for you now. 1 second. Oh, just have a look now.
Because obviously it's been a thing for some time now,
Yeah.
but I couldn't tell you when.
It's quite odd to be honest with you because I was having a look there. Because like I say, most of them have only been in there like once or twice.
Yeah.
However, a lot of them have been in, like I say, most. I believe, first one was in 2018. I believe. Let me just check.
Oh.
Sorry about that. Cough. Let me double check for you. Honestly, this cough's killing me. It's not a good look. Yeah, it does look like it is 2018. And it's for the WWE Raw Women's Championship. I will give you a bonus point if any of you can name the first ever winner of the females Royal Rumble.
Becky Lynch.
I'll give you a little hint. She's recently returned.
Charlotte. No, or Alexa.
Alexa Bliss.
Boom, George is on fire today. There we go. He knows it.
Yeah, you got to give it Lewis as well.
Yeah, go on. Yeah, Lewis. There you go. And the last one I'm going to have for you is tonight.
I'm not going to lie, I totally forgot about her return until like last minute. I was like, oh, duh.
Shit.
Right. So, I'll give you one more question for you. Who do you think out of the women's had the most eliminations?
Does anyone remember that chamber with it was like a complete whitewash? So that's my pick.
You remember the name?
Shayna Baszler.
Yeah, back on. He was on fire.
Do you remember how bad that was, by the way?
Well, like you say, it's weird.
Remember that match? No.
To be honest with you, I've got all the stats here. Most of the women's have only either been in like 1 or 2. Yeah. Like I say, there's obviously not too many, but hopefully
was
we'll
that
see
like
more women.
was that like 2019 or something? That one.
Yeah, I
It was,
believe so.
really bad.
Easy.
That's really sad that I know that.
No, it's not.
With the Elimination Chamber, it's just you got the knowledge. Even though the fact, right, in the first episode, when I mentioned about the quiz, you were like, nah, I'm not going to do it, mate. It's going to be awful. Then you smashed it every time.
Ah, exactly. You just know your wrestling knowledge. That's all it is.
I just get dates mixed up and then people that I say and I don't say them again.
Well, we'll give you a bonus question. Okay?
Yeah.
For the men's,
Yeah.
What was the belt other than the heavyweight or obviously WWE Championship that they used for Elimination Chamber? After them, what was like the first like mid card, low card belt that they used?
Intercontinental.
It was either IC or yeah.
It
Because
was IC.
you had the tag team ones as well, no?
Yeah, we've
Yeah,
had tag
you
team
did,
chamber
yeah.
matches before as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was
That
the
was
first
pretty
one
good,
was the
that tag
IC.
match.
And that one, the IC one sadly wasn't as good because that was
Yeah,
when Ryback was
that was-
the IC champion.
Welcome in,
Yeah.
George. Cock it, Lou.
Yeah.
I'm not doing a Roman Reigns thing right now. Behave.
Here we go.
Yeah, like I say, the last one, obviously, like the first ever one was big old Ryback, which you know, if you guys remember, Mr. Feed Me More. Yeah, yeah. But yeah,
Yeah.
like I say, after this, I'll rewatch this back, tally up the scores. I think George, I think you're crushing it at the moment.
I would say probably crushing it.
I'm gonna have to check this. You know, I will drop you all a message later on this week about the next quiz, what it's going to be about. Give some time to study, do a bit of homework. There we go. So let's get to the main goods.
Well, our next pay-per-view after this will be where I'm going.
That's where he's
Yeah.
going.
Going to WrestleMania. There we go. He said he's going to take his top off in the crowd for us. Very excited about that.
Oh, he needs a sign to say like subscribe to Top Rope Wrestling Pod.
Yeah. Or you know, Goldberg eats gone the long way.
All
You know,
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
That would be a great sign.
Yeah.
Or like you know, something like WCW sucks, something like that. You know, I'll be
Something
furious.
like that. Yeah.
I can't believe he's done this.
No, because you'd probably
Yeah.
see it out of anyone and get upset with me.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. To be honest with you, I think I owe you more for tenner now because I've mentioned it again.
There we go.
Exciting times, Vegas.
But
is
yeah.
gonna come, mate. Yeah, George, 49
I
days
know.
until I'm on my way. Found out what
He's on his
seats
way
I'm
to
gonna
Vegas.
where I'm going to be sitting at for the Royal WrestleMania event itself. I'm in a suite.
Yep, the key thing is though, actually go to WrestleMania. Don't get too drunk.
Nah, I
Don't
won't
spend
be.
any time in the
I won't be.
casinos all the time. He is
But-
also, guys. If anyone's watching this, you know, he's also going to a event beforehand. See, other
He is.
wrestlers as well.
I am. There will be YouTube videos
Well-
for it, hopefully, if I don't forget. I'll just get one.
You better do. I will be reminding him. I will be heckling him. He is going to be devastated when he opens up, you know, his suitcase, and I'm just sat there like, all right, how's it going?
So next,
What are you most looking forward to seeing then? Is it Sting? Is it or?
well, they've just announced Timeless Tony Storm's going to be there as well.
Yeah, great time.
So
The thing is, you'll be like a kid in like a sweet shop. You be
Yeah.
like, you don't know where to go.
yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
He announced Dustin Rhodes as well.
Oh,
Ooh, Dustin.
Yeah,
There you go.
they've announced so
They-
many
they-
names
they-
since we've last spoke about it.
There was already quite a lot there.
Yeah,
He's always
I know.
tasty.
Awesome.
Well, you know what? I'd love to see. I like to meet Dustin. Like, you know, like say, I bet he's got. You know, he's like say he's been around for a long time, Dustin.
Yeah, he has.
yeah.
Well, the others, of course, but with you know, especially with him being in AEW now, well, Ring of Honor, you know, everything.
Yeah,
And like I say, you know, I'd want to ask, you know, because I was watching an old version of Raw, on Netflix the other day.
yeah.
It was back in I think it was like 1998, like early 98, and he's out there wearing like a women's dress and that. I was like, oh, good lord. Like, only Dustin could, you know, pull that off. Like, you know, they gave Cody that Stardust gimmick, and you know,
Yeah.
he couldn't make it work, and everyone hated it. But, you know, with Dustin, they gave him Goldust, and he made it work. You know, him and Booker T's partnership's probably one of the funniest things, you know,
Excuse me.
since spread. You know,
Oh, another
yeah,
one that you
so
might
basically,
Connor, that they announced. Sandman.
Oh, you love that.
He announced Sandman.
want to enter the stand, man.
Apparently they've announced Rhino as well.
Oh,
Remember, guys, if anyone likes Rhino, right? If he's, you know, if he hits him with his finisher and a kick out, It's a spear, not a gore.
Yeah, it's not the guy. It's a
Right.
spear.
Yeah.
Buff
Oh, there
Bagwell's
goes some
going to be
ECW legends there. Oh my god, Buff Bagwell.
Sergeant Slaughter.
Him and honestly, Buff Bagwell and Scott Steiner. You know, so that was an elite duo. That
Obviously,
I remember one time they
it's not going to load, is it? It's not going to show
the
it
Muta.
because I've got my thing on.
That's the Grey Muta. If anyone's wondering, I love the Grey Muta. My wife actually is obsessed with the Grey Muta. She's her favorite wrestler. Yeah, Grey Muta is one of the greatest.
I am very excited. I can't wait for it, to be fair. It's going to be a
I'm excited for you. I'm not even going.
good week away, I think.
Exactly. Will be a class. You know, make the most of it. You know, he's all there. Like if the queue's all massive and that, I'll be like, oh, who do I see? Who do I see? You know, like
Well, that's the thing. I'm
Yeah.
debating, like, pre-ordering tickets for Sting, Muta, and maybe Tony Storm.
Yeah.
But then you don't actually have to order the tickets. You can actually just walk up to the talent and give them the money for, say, the autograph, the photo, or both.
Yeah.
the great thing with Muto as well is that you know you're talking about New Japan, and he's been all over.
Yeah, he has.
He hasn't really been in WWE too much. Like I say, especially New Japan, he's the biggest legend. I don't know if he's ever actually seen his retirement match. Has anyone actually seen his retirement match?
No, I haven't. No.
I'll maybe have to have a watch of it.
Well, the good thing is with that match, at the end of it, obviously, the match finishes and such, and then he says, "Hang on," he takes the mic, and he calls out Chono. Chono is a Japanese wrestler that's retired a while ago. They were always like together.
Yeah.
And he calls him out, goes, "Chono, I want to wrestle now." And he gets Chono in the ring, and obviously he gets like an old wrestler, a referee in that out, and they have like there's it's just nothing major, but like I say, it's just a nice little last match and stuff. But it's just really nice little nod. That's how you want to go out, especially that,
about
you know.
the next bit? Do you want to continue?
Yeah, let's get to the.
So, should we talk
Yeah, you
about
can do.
what happened? What went down on SmackDown?
You can.
We're going to
I'm
talk about
just gonna.
The Rock. Oh, looks like me and you might be carrying for a little while.
It's all right. He's all right.
Don't you worry, guys. He's not getting robbed. He's all right.
Getting robbed. Don't you panic.
Oh, right, well, you heard me. So let's talk about The Rock.
Yeah.
That's what we'll go to.
So have we all seen the clip? Yeah. So just so we know what's all happened.
Look, guys. I don't want your championship. I want your soul.
Yeah.
That soul. He wants that soul.
I just feel like he just rocked up to try and take his WrestleMania ring. He tried to do last year.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about it, to be honest.
Just so out of the blue and random, because everyone thought, oh, he may be in Elimination Chamber, he may be, at the Royal Rumble. Just to randomly go out, and there's that moment. Was that a SmackDown where he just kind of stared at him?
Yeah, and he does like the. Was it? He does like the whole fucking finger pointing.
Yeah, and just kind of stares at him, and everyone's like, and Cody's just staring back. And I don't think Cody knew what was going on, to be honest with you, but he looked lost.
To be fair, I don't blame Cody either. I actually feel sorry for him at some point with this whole Rock thing. It's like, what the bloody hell do you want now?
I think Cody's actually just going out there, trying to do his thing. Then the Rock just come out and went, "Look, lads, I'm just going to come out there, play my music."
I feel like ever since the news broke that, like, Rock's not going to be at Mania, or like he's not really going to be doing anything. It's like, what can we do then? What can we do? Because Rock don't have to do anything, right? With this whole storyline thing, it's like,
it was like last time.
Will he become his champion?
It was like last. Was it last year when he just kind of came up? He went, "Oh, I called. I got some not backup, but I spoke to someone, got some advice." And then the Rock came out, and it's like, why is he there?
Yeah.
No, but this one's even worse.
I thought last year's was a good build up of it, like towards the end of it though.
Yeah, honestly, it went south really bad, and then luckily they survived it. Thank God.
They saved it by saying that Rock's going to be taking the championship off Roman, and then all the fans were like, "Are you shite? Because we want Cody."
Yeah, exactly. I
Yeah,
mean, if
but-
they didn't have that,
yeah,
if they didn't have that press conference, that's what
Yeah.
kind of all kicked it off again. It was like, oh yay, it was actually worth actually watching.
Because honestly, because people thought like last year he was just going to come in and tax Cody's title,
Yeah.
championship match with Mania. He'd be like, yeah, mate, you
It's
said
just
that
like
it was
at
gonna
one
take
point Cody's like, yeah, it's fine, you crack on, pal. That's what you want to
Honestly,
do. Yeah, it's all right. Don't you worry about it.
it felt like when The Rock just came back and took CM Punk's belt at the Royal Rumble,
Yeah.
all those years ago.
Yeah.
I know I hurt you there, George, because
I don't want to talk about it.
Gonna cry
The
now.
Rock's basically like Hulk Hogan. CM Punk's like, I want to be at WrestleMania. He's like, yeah, that don't work for me, brother.
Yeah.
Or Jabroni in this case.
I
So
don't know.
random,
It's just there's just so many things they're gonna. Obviously they're gonna Cody's gonna say no, and he's not gonna become his champion. Blah blah blah.
But a Cody heel turn won't be
Say
too.
Cody heel turn though. I wouldn't be mad about that. It just depends on what they win.
Everyone's waiting for
how
that.
they win
I
it.
just think he's just too over at the moment. It'd
Well,
be a
the
bit
thing is,
silly.
the thing is, like, do you remember obviously the TV show The Boys? Because everyone compares them to Homelander, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, oh, he's gonna turn into like Homelander, Cody Rhodes,
it's Homelander
like.
and-
I mean, I'm not against the heel turn. I just don't think it would happen yet. And also
No, but the
soon.
thing is, though, why not? Why
No.
not do
I
it now?
get the whole why not. I get it. Yeah.
Like, if they were gonna go like somewhere with The Rock and that, yeah, make him a heel, have The Rock maybe be his manager or whichever. I can kind of see that more.
Yeah.
So The Rock just coming in there, just like taxing his stuff basically.
Yeah.
You know.
It's a tough one, isn't it?
Yeah, but like say I told you, like I think last episode, like there was rumors about CM Punk and John Cena being the main event, against Cody Rhodes and stuff. It does for mention it works. But like imagine if it was something like that, then you had Rock there as well.
Just
That's
let like Punk turn heel then. Why not?
Punk's always been more of like an anti.
Yeah,
anti-heel
true.
type person. Like people, a lot of people don't like him. Some people do like him. Do you think that was?
Yeah.
I like the character style of Punk, but I wasn't excited when he returned to WWE. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, that's hated. Yeah.
No, because we got a brilliant return, and
No, I agree.
pissed
No,
me
I
off-
get where
it
you're
pissed me
coming
off
from.
that they announced it that Randy was returning, and then before they
Yeah.
cut
It's
the
like what
camera
Randy
off,
said. It's like what Randy said.
and before they cut the camera off, we heard fucking Cult of Personality.
Yeah.
I had a great
I'm
time,
surprised you-
personally. I had a great time.
I'm surprised you remember Randy's name. To be honest with you, there, Lewis.
To be fair, yeah.
Oh, jeez,
No
man.
need for that. But yeah, you're right.
But yeah. Like, I do understand that 'cause they did kind of steal the Randy's thunder there, the return. But they did good kind of keep it under wraps. Like that was like, oh, is CM Punk coming? You don't know what that is like? It's exactly like Royal Rumble. However, AJ Lee didn't return. Like everyone
Yeah,
announced
what-
Charlotte.
No,
Yeah.
Everyone thought, oh, it's gonna be like that.
A lot of people were wanting AJ Lee's return. Like,
Then we
I
had
thought
to
it was
just deal with Nikki Bella, but it's fine.
Like, honestly, I thought it was gonna be like say that event where, Randy's returned. People knew Randy was returning. It was great. And then bang, the Punk returns. What they're gonna do, kind of same thing with Charlotte. And then bang, AJ Lee.
Yeah.
Well, they never got a bit of twin magic, unfortunately. But like you say, I am curious to see where this is going. Like, do you think maybe The Rock might like an interference in the elimination?
It's one of
chamber?
them because it's one of them where it's like if Cody says no, which more than likely he will, right? Rock will just get somebody else.
who do you think?
Oh,
it was?
I swear to God, if it's
That's
solo-
that's how I go with it. That's my mentality going into this story.
Imagine
It's
if
not
it was
going to be
Punk.
Cody, it'd be somebody else. But that's what I'm saying. Could you imagine it could be? Or
Who?
His favour.
You say that. Who do you think he will go to after that then?
Well, then that's the thing. Like the only thing I can think of is that Punk favor from Heyman. Obviously, Heyman and Roman and Rock. Oi,
Yeah,
Heyman,
and
can
the thing is
you
as well,
speak
though,
to...
The Rock doesn't like John Cena, and John Cena is the odds-on favourite to win the Elimination Chamber as well.
Exactly. So, could you imagine a heel Cena? Could you imagine that? That'd be insane.
That would be.
Can we just...
I will say this now.
I would love that.
As an active wrestler.
I would love it. Like, it doesn't have to be like for the whole farewell thing. Do you know what I mean? It's fine. Just for like a little bit.
But the fact that he just kind of sitting and went, "Oh, look, I deserve to be in this Elimination Chamber match. I'm in it." I'm like,
Yeah.
all right,
It's
chill.
a bit of a heelish tactic, isn't it? To me, anyway. But
So staying on the Punk.
yeah,
situation,
it would be quite good. Go on.
What do we think about him and Logan Paul's segment on SmackDown? Seeing you're a big Punk guy, George, do you want to take the lead on this one?
I mean, it's just what as in when Logan slapped Punk.
Yeah.
Or... Wow.
Didn't he eliminate him from the Royal Rumble as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Which is, upsetting. I don't know, like, because there's like a tease in it. It's like they're gonna have a match at some point. It's like don't just like don't do this to me. Don't give me Logan versus. Don't do it. I don't want to see Logan in the same ring as Punk as it is anyway. So
I don't want him having a WrestleMania match either.
No chance.
I think Punk.
You know what?
Logan?
No.
UFC.
No, I just think it's a bit ridiculous, to be honest. I just don't really like Logan Paul at all.
Why? He's amazing.
Is he though?
Wait, he's
Really?
big-headed.
I mean, he's good in ring.
He's
just got that go away heat for me. Like honestly, I can't stand him at all. Yeah, I don't.
Because with Logan Paul, similar with his brother Jake in boxing, right? They just kind of come into the business and they're just there straight away, the top. Don't get me wrong, he ain't the worst wrestler I've seen. But at the end of the day, you need to, you need to pay your dues. You need to work your way up. You can't just go in there and he won the United States Championship. He was United States champion for a while. Imagine all those other wrestlers who've been wrestling there all their lives.
Yeah.
Who've built their ways up, through indies, TNA, all this stuff, and then all of a sudden Logan Paul's come in there. Obviously, he's famous.
You know what I find funny? So, one of my mates who doesn't actually like wrestling, but obviously he sees me tweet and stuff about wrestling. He DM'd me today and he was like, "What's happened here then? Your boy's just been mugged off by that Japanese forest fella."
Who?
Just saying.
Wow.
That's what he said to me.
Who does he who do you mean?
Logan Paul.
Oh, I'm with you now.
Yeah.
It's bad that. Jesus.
That's what I said. I mean, he's not wrong.
We're getting demonetized.
We're never going to get monetized for that.
We're right back
Nice
after
one,
this
George.
commercial break. Yeah. We're right back after this commercial break.
I'm just saying. He's got a point. Why is he even in there?
Yeah.
He shouldn't be, to be honest with you. I think I sent you a video before, and that is a similar style of Hangman Page. Like it feels like it's copied most of his moveset.
Well, didn't
Didn't Hangman tweet that?
Yeah.
Did he tweet that?
Yeah.
Or was it
yeah.
like?
If you're gonna give
he did.
his moveset to another guy in a different company, just make sure they can do it better than I can.
Yeah, exactly.
Instead of tweeting about me.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm like, what the fuck? And then obviously you watch the match and I don't know.
The thing is,
Go on, sorry.
yeah. I don't mind if you could have a YouTuber or a celebrity or whichever in wrestling, I just have him, eat shit. Like iShow Speed. He came in. I didn't want him there at all in that Royal Rumble.
Yeah, that spear was insane, by the way.
However, though that spear, mate, he ate that. That was he was in for a long night there.
Champion.
Apparently, they said in the podcast, went, "Oh, I told him multiple times how to take a spear, and he did not, be in the right position to take the spear." So, see, Braun Breaker, aka, Ron Steiner, he just went there. He showed him no mercy.
Yeah.
ran like
it
him
was
like a
spear
train.
and a half, mind.
And that's like that reminds me of old school Goldberg spears. So back in the day when he just went, he was just there was a jail, so he just yeeted him. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be. I don't want to be that person there at the end of the.
See, you've mentioned Braun.
That's
Should we go on about his match that he had with Dirty Dom?
Dirty Dom, yeah, go ahead. So, what do you want to say about it?
I thought it was a bit. The match started brilliant, but then obviously the old Judgment Day clicked in, and then seemed to.
What do you think about the Judgment Day now?
I have no idea.
Do you still like the Judgment Day?
Not as much as I did. But
Yeah, it's all kind of gone downhill with the whole priest and Rhea leaving, to be honest.
I think they.
It was good at the start. Like, wasn't it? Correct me if I'm wrong. It was Edge who started it, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So at first it was Edge and Dom. No, Edge and Demo, and then Rhea joined. Or was it the other way around? I can't remember now.
One of the two. Yeah, I know what you mean.
But then,
yeah, it was good. And when he left,
Edge got booted out by Finn Balor and
Damien, Finn, yeah,
and Demo, and then they just it seemed to have gone downhill since then. I think personally.
Yeah, I did enjoy it when they had R-Truth doing the joke stuff.
Oh, that was brilliant.
That was gold.
But I think anything that Truth does can be absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
It's mental. I don't know if you guys know this, but he's actually in his early 50s now, mid 50s.
Yeah.
Because I remember being in TNA back in the day.
Yeah.
I think it was called. I can't remember his name. Something Killings, I think it was called.
Ron Killings.
That was it. Yeah, honestly, people don't remember him being like that.
No.
So remember him as the goofy, R-Truth. It's mental how much he's changed.
But considering we're on Judgment Day,
yep.
Should we talk about the women's title match?
Yeah, by all means. Who was in the matches? So remind me, guys, if you can.
So it was Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez versus Bianca Belair and Naomi. But Bianca Belair and Naomi showed that video package by what's his name?
Adam Pearce? Or was it the other geezer? Nick Aldis.
Nick Aldis. The person who might have attacked Jade Cargill. Jade Cargill. Yeah. So we've had that going on for what, 2 weeks? It was last week they showed it, George. I can't remember.
Yeah, it might have been last SmackDown. Not this SmackDown just gone. SmackDown before yeah. Maybe? Yeah.
So
it's just been a little bit of a really I get the story, but it could have just been better so far. Like it's fine, but it could have been better.
So
make sense?
What did you think of the match though? I thought it was quite a decent match, to be fair.
It was alright.
Yeah, it was fine.
The thing is, like, what they always do is though with WWE, they wait until the pay-per-view match. The pay-per-view is when the big, the great matches want to come about.
Yeah.
There's very a lot of the Raw, SmackDown, all of them. Like the matches are normally alright, but not mint.
No.
However, there are some exceptions to that. As an example, for the people watching, there was a Raw, I believe, in the late 2000s between Shawn Michaels and John Cena. In London, actually, I believe it was on Manchester, in a Raw. That's considered one of the greatest matches of all time. Lasted over half an hour, around about. It was a really good match for the WWE Championship.
So
that was on a Raw.
The result of that tag match as well was that Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez are now the women's tag team champs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I'm not buzzing for. But does that mean we can have Bianca Belair and Naomi focusing on the storyline of who has attacked Jade Cargill? It might come out that it was one of them two themselves.
Yeah, everyone. Well, not everyone. Like, there's the whole thing about maybe Bianca. It could have been her, so she goes heel. Or I mean, if
Yeah.
obviously, like I suppose, like even it must be Naomi, just because. But
The thing
it
is,
would be nice
guys,
if it was Bianca, though.
this is what we need to focus on. The elimination is coming up, where we're talking about Bianca Belair and all that. Bianca Belair's in the women's elimination chamber match.
Both of them are, aren't they?
Remember, guys? I believe so. Yeah, Liv Morgan is Bianca Belair, Naomi. Yeah,
Yeah.
all
So
all of them, I
that
believe,
tag
except
team
them. Yeah,
that's just lost the titles are literally in on Saturday. So that is going to cause a little bit of conflict over the weekend. Maybe we
never
get a
know.
Yeah.
return in Jade Cargill. I don't know.
Maybe.
Maybe. So should we go on to the big elimination chamber this weekend, which everyone's excited about? Because this is, I would say, arguably my favorite match. Yeah, this is like the actual type because I do love my Royal Rumble, the surprises, but with the elimination chamber, it's hard hitting. It's a good match. And some of the elimination chambers, especially like the first one with Shawn Michaels, which we talked about earlier on, that's the one arguably the greatest one of all time. But they're all absolutely incredible. There's not
Okay.
many elimination chambers matches that I've looked at and I thought, oh, I'm bored with that. Of course, we've got John Cena, big match, John, CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, Damian Priest, Seth Rollins, and unfortunately Logan Paul. Which is a bit of a shame because there's so many wrestlers I think could have filled that spot for Logan Paul instead, who could have brought a lot more to the match.
Yeah.
There's 3 people in that match,
And
I
of course,
believe, to be honest.
who's your 3B?
Crybaby Drew, Logan,
Mm.
and I hated how John Cena announced that he was in it. Where
Yeah,
everyone else has fought for their spot in that match. He's just
clearly.
he just the Rumble event finished, and he just went to the press conference. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be in chamber.
No, what he said was he went, "Hey, I know what's best for business. And you don't know what's best for business, and I was best for business, and the best for business is me being in the WrestleMania main event, so I'm going to be in it," which is absolutely ridiculous. Got turned off. Sorry about that. There you go. Shine that light. Yeah.
Just annoyed me a little bit. That's all.
To be honest with you, I'm in agreement with you with that. I do think everyone else had to fight for it. Everyone else had to do these eliminations and things. And there's him just saying like, "Oh, I'll look, I know what's best for business. I'm gonna go into it."
Yeah.
And the thing is, as well, it's like I do appreciate his legacy and everything he's done for WWE, but that doesn't give him the automatic right to just say like, "Look, I'm gonna be in this match." Which if
Yeah,
you think
but
about it, he's already done
it's
to get in the Royal Rumble.
it's just Cena, isn't it?
The
He
thing is,
could do
though,
that.
if he can do that, so could a Randy.
Randy
Randy
could
Orton could
Yeah.
have just turned around and went, "Look, he's had just almost as many titles as John. He's been around just as long as John. He's done just as much as WWE,
True.
as John. You know, okay, you just say it. Even Punk, to be fair, Punk's had many world titles. He held the WWE for over a year. I'm not putting him on the same level as John and Randy in the sense of accomplishments. But, why didn't he say the same thing?
Yeah.
But yeah, if John could do it, like, what gives him the right? He always says about how he says, "Oh,
No
respect and
spot.
loyalty," and he always says about, yeah, he's like, "Oh, I've worked for everything I've got," and he's like, "Oh, well, you just want it out on the plate."
Yeah.
So I'm not happy with Logan Paul's admission into it. I do think there's a lot of other wrestlers on there who I think should have been on there.
Logan verse. It was Rey Mysterio, wasn't it? That he versed for it.
Yeah.
He's won against Ray loads.
Why not? Why not whack Ray in here? Like, why not?
I think.
But the thing is, they're talking about
Logan Paul versus Rey Mysterio a lot as well. They have similar wrestling styles.
Yeah.
So it could be.
But he ain't gonna have it in there, is he?
Logan to work with as well. That's why I think we've.
I think
had
gonna
so
have it in
many
the
matches
elimination
with them
chamber.
too.
Yeah, well, like, so he ain't gonna have it in the elimination chamber.
No.
Boo.
He's got
Damien.
quite a few heavy
Masters.
hitters, to be fair.
As well, he's got heavy hitters. He's got a lot of veterans there as well. He'll be fish out of water. And the thing is, I'm looking at the roster. There's other guys who deserve to be on there. Other than him.
It's kind of annoying because I did kind of want Finn to go in,
Yeah.
but
Uh,
we have
Finn,
to
I
deal
would
with
have
Steph again.
This was going to be my next one. As you've just mentioned,
Yeah.
man, I'm slowly getting sick of seeing Rollins being in everything.
Like I like Rollins,
love him
but
as
like
a
I was like,
brilliant
oh, can we just
wrestler.
go with Finn for a change?
Yeah,
Do you know
I
what I
love him.
mean?
He's a brilliant wrestler. He's mad on the mic.
Yeah.
But why couldn't it have been Finn?
If you remember Finn back when he was in NXT,
Yeah,
with the NXT Championship, and that he was on top of the world.
yeah, he was.
He has that even in New Japan. My partner talks about it quite often about he was there called Prince Devon in Seven,
Prince Devitt.
like that he was called.
Yeah, yeah.
Devitt, that was it. How big he was, and he's great. I think I told you last time about obviously the injury he obviously had that when he won the Universal Championship. That's when it all changed. Honestly,
Yeah, yeah. As soon as he's
I
had
would
that
say
injury,
I
he's not
am,
been at the same level he once was. To be honest.
which is that as well. He was at that point where he was going to go to be the face. He was
Yeah.
going to go to be the main man. All got took from him by Seth Rollins, funny enough. Then Seth became the main man again.
Yeah.
Because I feel like Seth's time's passed a bit for me at the moment. Like I've had Seth, I've enjoyed Seth's time, but I need someone a bit different at the moment. I remember WrestleMania 31, no, yeah, 31 when he came down the ramp, Money in the Bank when he was with the Authority. Then he's obviously become what he is now. I was like, well, let someone else do it. Like a Finn. One Breaker, I wouldn't have minded in that, to be honest with you.
See, Demo
Von
Priest is
Breaker,
a
I wouldn't mind.
perfect fit.
Yeah.
Punk, I'm not a
Drew, I
huge fan,
don't mind.
but like perfect fit. I feel like he's perfect fit for him. Drew McIntyre, I'm sick of his whinging.
Yeah, he had his time.
Yeah.
He got that's at the top.
Unfortunately, it was when the world fucking shut down, and it was during COVID, yeah, when it first
Yeah.
kicked off, and it is shit that he had to do that.
Yeah.
But
But he had his little mania moment again, so
he carried us through that like shit time of
Pandemic.
where we couldn't go many places, and he was just
It was hard to watch. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
The thing is, like with wrestling, there's people, there's wrestlers that can champion, be okay, be decent. Then they can't maintain that.
Yeah.
Wrestlers that can stay at the top, like John Cena, he stayed at the top for years. Hogan did, unfortunately. I know people don't like Hogan, but he did. So did Steve Austin. He was on top for years. He was able to keep people, active and watching. Kurt Angle, people like that. But Drew, he ain't keeping people there. Like, I'll bring it back to Diesel, Kevin Nash. He was the World WWE Championship for a year. No one was watching him really. It went down. It was good at the start, but then it just faded out. It's hard to keep to that level to keep people interested. Like the best thing to happen to Drew over the last year was him versus CM Punk.
Yeah.
And that's only because CM Punk kept it interesting because he kept attacking him, and I thought that was quite amusing.
Yeah, it was. It was really good, to be fair.
So,
yeah.
but with the men's elimination chamber, who is thinking when? Was everything saying John? All eyes are on John.
I was gonna say all eyes are on John
All
at
the
the moment. All the rumours and that going around.
all the bookies are on John.
Yeah. Personally, I want to see Demo.
Well, imagine that would that would be an ultimate under the rug if that makes sense.
Because I think we are going to get an interference with that match. And
100%. I think it's going to be the Rock.
And he's going to come for. No, it's not even going to be Rock. I think he's going to come for Punk and Rollins. It's going to be Roman.
Imagine.
Yeah, imagine that.
I think we're going to get an
How do you think of that?
interference. And he's going to go for Punk and he's going to go for Rollins.
And do you think that's going to set up that triple threat at night one?
Yeah. Because of all that drama that kicked off at Rumble.
Yeah.
I can see that. I can see that. That'll be interesting. I think the Rock's going to be doing something as well. Don't know. Maybe there's like a bit where Roman comes out interferes, then The Rock comes out. And there's like a moment with The Rock and Roman there.
Maybe.
You know, because like because The Rock won Summit. You know, I can see that. Imagine that. That'll be absolutely incredible as well. That'll be a moment. Imagine that Roman Reigns and The Rock staring down.
George?
You are to tell, but you are right though. I can put money on it's gonna be an interference. It ain't gonna be clean.
Yeah, I can see a Roman interference. Yeah.
You know what I'd love if it was like when Shawn interfered with the Undertaker's. Like, you know, when he didn't like the music didn't hit, he didn't come down. He like popped underneath the grating.
Yeah.
Then he was like, oh my God, Shawn Michaels, and bang, spear by Roman. Yeah, but, mate,
It would be.
that's money there.
It'd be brilliant. It would be good. But is Triple H gonna let them do this at this match? Or are they gonna save it for a later date?
The thing is, like, we've had Roman versus Seth a lot. CM Punk obviously will be a different mix, of course, but
I think
like you said there, though, the thing is, though, if they don't do it,
because they can put on such a brilliant match, and it
Yeah,
keeps
but the thing is-
people interested.
yeah, and I will say one thing as well: if they don't do anything, they leave it. I was going to say, oh, what was that then at Royal Rumble?
Yeah.
It was like because Seth stomped the shit out of him, you know.
Oh, fucking right, he did twice.
He
Roman's
stomped him like
double-footed as
he
well.
owed him money. You know what I mean?
What's your thoughts
something
on
like
that
he owed him
match
money.
then, George?
Well, if we're gonna do the whole Roman interference, I still reckon Punk will probably win because it's Punk. Because I love Punk.
Right, okay, so that doesn't make no sense then. See, I was thinking like you're rocking
Yeah,
the
but
but if you
what about
Punk,
what about this whole favour then?
Shit. I maybe. I keep forgetting about this favour.
who would own the favour?
Well,
Paul Heyman.
It's him.
Yeah.
Heyman needs to do some to get Roman to owe Punk a favour now.
Good Lord, imagine if it's Brock.
Punk's done them a favour.
Yeah,
by
Punk's
being
done a
in that
favour.
match
Yeah, exactly.
that he was in.
Yeah.
So,
Lord, imagine if it's Brock.
I don't.
Damn.
Can you imagine?
Hey, you know, if I was John Cena and I heard that music play, it would run swift.
I'd go back to Hollywood.
Yeah, I just reckon that is that favour. Like they got to capitalise on this favour like now.
When's it like say, as he said a few times, just the once.
Well, it's not been mentioned for a while, has it? I'll be honest.
I hope it's not one of those things that they just say that they forgot about it, because probably will.
I hope they don't, because it's just a big thing that they could use. That's my only real guess on it, really.
We'll have to wait and see. Luckily, it's only this weekend. There we go. Good
Indeed.
stuff. What night's it on? Is it Saturday or Sunday?
Saturday night. I think it's
Saturday,
11 o'clock
yeah.
start for us because it's in Canada.
Lovely.
Um,
So shall we go on to our final topic? I believe is it the final one? The Oh, sorry, no. What another final ones?
so there's the
I mean, we
tag team women's match to go over.
we got the
Unsanctioned
tag
match.
team match. We got the KO and Zayn unsanctioned match as well.
To be honest with you, with the KO versus Sami Zayn match, I've seen it. I've done Sami Zayn. I did it back in NXT. They've had the
I want to see it again. I'm not bothered.
Don't get me
Pretty
wrong.
good.
You know, I like watching them, but at the end of the day, I've seen it. It's played out for me.
Yeah, I
Like,
get
they
it.
became
Yeah.
friends. They broke up again. They became friends. I'm like, I'm worn out of it, man. And the thing is, they fell out because about everything that went on. By the end of the day, it's Kevin Owens didn't deserve the title match last time anyway.
Yeah.
You know,
I just thought Kevin Owens' argument was pretty good. Like, oh, you just watch me just get pile drived, and then you go and help Roman in the Rumble. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why don't you help me? Blah blah blah. I thought it was like, makes sense.
Do you think we get Randy Orton maybe? I don't know.
where's he been?
Possibly.
I'm not sure where is that.
Possibly.
Like I said, that he disappeared from the Rumble, which we were shocked. We forgot about him, and then we went, oh yeah, Randy, and then he wasn't even there.
No, it wasn't.
Has there been anything official about it? Has he been injured or they're saving him?
I
Or
haven't seen anything about him, so I'm not entirely sure.
Like he didn't get right off by Owens though, or was that the last thing we saw of him? Or he's come back since now? Do you remember when he got pile drived? Remember that? It was like that big thing. Like, oh my god, WWE actually sells moves.
Actually sells moves, unless it's a Canadian destroyer.
Unless it's that, yeah. I'm not sure if unless they're gonna do the whole Owens versus Orton at Mania.
Nah. I would have thought, if there was something serious there, they would have come out and went like, look, he's off for a few weeks, or he's injured, or I thought there would have been a bit more rumours, but I haven't heard anything about it.
I haven't heard or seen anything about it either. That's the issue.
Which is strange.
Yeah, I don't know.
Sorry about my camera turning off, guys. It's just I'm old, and let's just say it's not a very attractive look at the moment.
So who do you reckon is winning the chamber match then for the women's?
Chamber?
Yeah.
I reckon Alexa Bliss, me.
Either Alexa Bliss or Liv Morgan.
Yeah, mine's probably Alexa. I wouldn't mind seeing Roxanne, to be fair, but it's probably not going to happen.
So is this her main roster call-up as well, by the way? Maybe. Roxanne Perez's.
Yeah.
Because I thought that would have been a Rumble. But obviously not, because she went back to NXT. She's done some bits and bobs down there, being in that title match.
Yeah, she's done that Vengeance Day match, wasn't it? That on that card.
Yeah, that was a good match, to be fair, if you haven't watched it.
Yeah.
I have to go back and watch it. So many matches, honestly, so much going on. Yeah.
But then I also wouldn't mind seeing Belair versus Rhea at Mania, to be fair. I just would think it'd be a really good match.
But it might not
personally.
be Rhea.
But it might not be Rhea, because we got the whole EO thing on the Monday.
I wouldn't mind it, yo.
Or would you get a triple threat? Just let EO have a moment again. Come on.
Yeah, we
just
get
bring her in.
Monday night to go and
Well, the thing is, though,
Bring her in.
guys, I'm going to say this, because obviously this sounds WrestleMania, sounds like we're talking a lot about triple threats. Like, do you ever actually remember many good triple threats, though? Like, I don't know why one-on-ones always stick in my mind more than triple threats.
Well, you had that.
Usually in the triple threat, you've got your two main guys, and then the person that's just there just to receive the pinfall.
You had that.
Not necessarily.
Jeff Hardy title win. That was good.
The underdog
against
there.
Edge and...
Yeah, but I mean the matches themselves, or like people always say, like, "Oh, do you remember?"
No, you got a point.
CM Punk versus Cena at Money in the Bank. They're going to say, "Oh, do you remember? CM Punk versus Cena versus some, I find that I do love a good triple threat. Don't get me wrong, but I also find, I prefer that one-on-one, just like them going at it, putting all on the line.
Yeah. No, I get where you're coming from. I think it's just more of like we just kind of want to see like more. That makes sense. Like, he deserves it, she deserves it. I would like to see this. That'd be cool. But when actually really, like, it's just like they normally don't go down that route.
Spoke to many professional wrestlers, like myself, but like I would always wonder, what do they prefer? What they if you can obviously yourself, Lewis, when you do meet some of the wrestlers, like when you go abroad, maybe ask them that, like, what do you prefer, like that one-on-one, or do you prefer the triple threat, little four ways or whichever? Because at the end of the day, I think if you're having like two people there, like I think it was like Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 25. They just kind of turned around and went, look, let's just do this. Let's burn the house down tonight, me and you.
Yeah, that's true.
And when you have like two great wrestlers there that have that chemistry, and it's just flowing, it's incredible. That's it. And I think the last thing we have to speak about is the new WrestleMania hostings. Is that right? Or I missed one?
No, you missed the tag team match with Tiffany Stratton, Trish Stratus versus Nia Jax and Candice LeRae. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think it should have been a tag team match. What it should have been is Tiffany Stratton versus Trish Stratus. Simple one-on-one.
Yeah.
Trish is from Canada. Why not just do a simple one-on-one? For Tiffany, she's versing a legend. For Trish, she's just versing getting, 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 getting basically at home. That's all that match should have been.
Yep.
They're just. I don't know why we're putting a women's tag team match on it. I don't mean that in a nasty way to the women at all. But like, that tag team is not. Personally, it's not making sense to me.
You're right. It's just kind of there, isn't it? I
Yeah,
feel
it's
like it's
just
just
there.
a bit of filler, you know. In that sense, it's like, you got these two like just exactly about what we were just talking about just then. You have these two great wrestlers there. You think, well, why are you bringing all these other people into it?
But the amount of hype Tiffany Stratton's getting at the moment as well. Just
It is,
let
yeah,
her show
Tiffany
it.
is.
Let her show it more.
Sorry about
No, you're
that.
right.
I honestly, I do think with that, like I said, the one-on-ones, you do get to see that more, what they can do. I really do. You can see the move set, how they work a crowd more. And you can see the in-room ring work. Like that was one downside with like what's the word I'm looking for there? Like no disqualification matches. Problems with those type of matches, which I do find them very enjoyable. People are more focusing on like the chair shots and all that type of stuff, because instead of actually their wrestling moves and such.
Yeah.
That is something I'd say. But it's going to be good. Like I say, it's again something I'm very
It's a nice short pay per view, so
excited about.
it'll be good. What is the
Yeah, I've never
Yeah.
really been
two,
one for the
three?
Nia Jax, to be honest with you.
There's 4 matches, then obviously the Cody and Rock segment.
Yeah.
So
But,
that isn't that isn't too much for a chamber, I don't think.
no, to be fair, it's more than the Rumble.
Yeah.
Because the Rumble's, yeah. Well, to be fair, the Rumble match goes on for a lot longer, like. But, like I said, I think the average like elimination chamber match is about half an hour, maybe more. It does depend.
Maybe 45
About half an
minutes
hour to
tops,
45 minutes.
maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So
Yeah, exactly.
we've got both of them saying they are 45 minutes. There's an hour and a half.
Yeah.
KO match. Sami Zayn match. How long do you think that'll be?
Probably about half
Half an
hour.
hour. There's
Yeah.
2 hours.
Hang on, what type of match is it again? Sorry,
Unsanctioned.
what does that mean again?
So,
Literally
like, anything
anything
goes, no?
fucking goes. And WWE,
Could be about. To be fair,
WWE aren't
could be
responsible.
about. Could be about a little over 20, to be honest with you. Because sometimes with those type of matches, you go in and then you just beat everything shite out of each other really for like 20
Yeah.
minutes.
Yeah. Then
That's what I think it was about the same time with the Kevin Owens match with Cody Rhodes last time.
then
That was about 20 minutes. 20.
Cody and The Rock. I think they're just gonna drag that out as long as they possibly can. And then obviously it'll be the tag team match. That'll be what 20 minutes maximum, I think.
Yeah, 20 minutes max, yeah.
If that.
Yeah. To be honest with you, I've never seen many tag team matches that drag on or could be quite long. I think the only ones that were long were the back in the day, the Edge and Christian.
Yeah.
Ones like the TLCs and such. But for like a normal tag team match, normally pretty short, 15 minutes or so.
Yeah.
So it'll be about a 3-hour show, I think.
Well, that's it, absolutely. Well, the good thing is though, which this is something that I will say, very excited about with them being on Netflix now, is that they have that room to be longer if they want to.
Yeah.
Because like
Yeah,
sometimes, obviously, wrestlers.
Tell you what, though, I'm not a fan of SmackDown being 3 hours. My God.
It is a long time, isn't it?
Honestly, to be fair, SmackDown's been pretty poor recently. Like, you got that odd segment or two, but the rest is just, I do not care.
Yeah.
It's like if you used to watch Main Event. I don't know if you know Main Event, that used to be like a
Yeah.
night show, something like that.
It's like, oh
Yeah.
my lord, what is this? Why am I watching this again?
Out of the three main ones there, so you got your NXT, your Raw, your SmackDown. Which ones do you think you actually enjoy sitting down and watching?
To be fair, Raw's been pretty good
I'd say
recently.
Raw at the moment seems to be.
Yeah.
You probably will have to go Raw, NXT, then SmackDown. And I don't even watch NXT on a regular basis. But when I do, it's actually relatively enjoyable.
Yeah, I do enjoy Raw. Like the only I used to back in like at one point though it did drag a bit during especially like kind of the mid 2010s. it was like, oh
Yeah.
Jesus, just get going and going and going.
Yeah.
But yeah,
the other
is that
reason I really
have we
watch
covered everything?
NXT, Obafemi, that guy's something different.
Yeah. To be fair, I do love NXT. I've always had a soft spot for NXT since back in the when it
It's kind
started.
of a tough one because I kind of, when it wasn't the black and gold anymore,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it was like that was when I kind of stopped.
Yeah, that put me off it for a little bit as well. So you're not
And
alone on
then-
that one,
Yeah.
George.
I am trying to watch. Like, I'm not saying I'm not forcing myself to watch it, but like when it's on, like, oh yeah, I'll watch NXT. It's not like I need to watch it. It's like, oh yeah, I'll whack it on,
Yeah.
and it's actually relatively decent. Like, it's pretty good.
But
I
like in
think
those
anyway.
mid 2010s, especially kind of to the back end 2000, 16, 17, NXT was better than Raw and SmackDown.
Oh,
at that point.
I loved NXT so much.
That was that was back when
Back then.
Finn Balor, Samoa
Finn, you got
Joe.
Adam Cole, baby. Come on, don't.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Adam Cole.
Love Adam
Yeah,
Cole. You had
we got Samoa
Johnny
Joe.
Gargano kicking out of everything. Great.
Yeah, exactly. Honestly, him versus Ciampa, incredible.
Yeah.
Robert Roode, Bobby Roode,
Yeah.
whatever you want to call him.
Yeah,
That was great.
Nakamura as well.
Just get Nakamura. Honestly, him versus Sami Zayn. I think that was the first ever match he ever been in WWE.
So good.
NXT Takeover Dallas, incredible. It was absolutely just phenomenal. Like, especially like say Finn Balor, like you say, especially like that was when he was on top. I think that was like kind of 2016, 17.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was peak.
Yeah, then the poor guy lost that. Got that injury, and then that was it.
I
Unfortunately.
always bring it back. I know I always bring it up. That was it. Right? Is there anything else we need to talk about, or we got it all covered?
Talk about WrestleMania 42. I think.
Yeah. Going to New Orleans.
Yeah.
Bit of a strange one.
New Orleans.
New Orleans.
Caesar's Superdome.
Bit of a strange one, but not the most exciting.
April 11th and April 12th.
Hmm.
So a little bit earlier.
I do like they brought over 2 nights, like.
A little bit earlier than this year's, but.
Isn't SummerSlam 2 nights this year?
Yes.
Oh, is it?
I wonder how that's going to work out.
First night.
Do you mean?
First time for SummerSlam to be 2-nighter this year. It's in. Shit, they have announced it, but I can't remember where it's at now.
Don't get me wrong. I
'Cause I'm
love
pretty
it being
sure it's the
2 nights.
3rd and 4th of August.
Oh, okay.
But it doesn't have to be every single event has to be 2 nights.
No. I was like, oh, SummerSlam 2 nights? I was like, oh. Cool.
Yeah, it's there. It doesn't have to be.
When the first
Let's go
announced
something
it,
big
I
on.
did find it a bit weird.
Yeah, that's what I was like.
I was like,
Really?
oh.
2 nights? What? Why is it so special then? What are they going to be doing? Do you mean?
Mania.
Well,
Now I can understand.
Yeah, Mania. I'm kind of accustomed
But
to it now. I actually quite enjoy
anything
2 nighter.
else, I'm just like, there's no need to.
Yeah.
I think the only reason they might be doing it is because they always considered SummerSlam as the second biggest show of the year. Like the top one was obviously WrestleMania, and SummerSlam was always classed as the second one. Even still, like I don't think it deserves 2 nights.
Yeah, it's a bit. I mean, you never know. We might just become accustomed to it like Mania, but yeah, I
Yeah,
don't.
but but what's next? You know what I mean? Like,
We're going to do like a
Survivor Series.
2 night Survivor Series.
Please no. Please don't.
You just
Yeah,
do
man.
like. Yeah, that'd be
Also,
quite funny.
I'm still waiting for WCW One Night Stand. You know what I mean?
And of
They did
course,
WCW. Where's mine?
yeah.
Where's
Send a tweet to Triple H. You love that.
Get my ideas. Get me in the production.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then tonight's NXT. We got.
You have to run through it. I ain't got the notes.
We got Ricky Starks' first. Well, not Ricky Starks. Sorry, Ricky Staines.
Ricky Saints. Hey.
Say,
First time part of the roster.
hey. He's buzzing.
He's teaming up with.
It's funny that he can't even use his own legal name.
So I was reading about that actually. So usually, with like someone leaving one company and then before they're joining another one, there's a gap in between, and they
All right.
they come to a deal where if they're allowed to use that name or if they're not allowed to use their name. Obviously,
Yeah.
it's his real name. Richard Sachs is his real name. So, but
Ah.
the turnaround of him leaving AEW and turning up at WWE was what, 24 hours maximum.
24
if
hours,
that,
yeah.
If that.
It was less than that. He was in there like swimwear. You know.
So, he hasn't been time for AEW and Ricky to come with terms whether he can still use Ricky Starks or not. So WWE's, I'm gonna get sat down and spoke to him and be like, right, we'll give you a
Change
name
it.
change, but what do you want to go by? But I'm pretty sure he said he's from New Orleans, so hence why he's gone with Saints.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty cool, to be fair. I don't actually mind the name change at all.
I'm not disappointed in the name change, but that turnaround was the quickest in God knows how long that
Yeah.
It was
any
honestly.
of us have seen, to be honest.
Yeah.
There was one. I told you this last time. I won't mention it again. Do you know?
And then obviously on tonight's NXT as well. I keep saying TNA. I'm not a fan of TNA.
TNA's
I
fire
like
now.
TNA, but I'm not. I don't.
You're not obsessed with TNA?
No. I just said that because I was about to say something rude.
Yeah, no.
So tonight on NXT, the TNA champs are going to be on it. Tag team champs. Do you know who
The Hardys.
Yeah. Hardys are going to be on.
I saw
on NXT
on Twitter
tonight.
today that
Is it defending the
WWE have
titles, George?
put. I don't know who they are. Who are they?
No, are they defending the titles? I can't remember if they are or not.
I don't think they might.
I know it's
I don't think
two
they are.
guys out of No Quarter Catch Crew.
Yeah, I have no idea who they are.
I forgot the names.
Are they any good?
It's not Regal's son.
Oh right. Oh, it's like that little group. That
Yeah.
I know who you mean now. Actually,
Oh, I forgot. The
name
names.
wise, not a clue. But I saw that WWE have dropped new Hardy Boys merch.
Have they?
They,
That's their money right there.
they're obviously they're still under contract until late this year with TNA, but those in WWE we speak to think they will make some more appearances in WWE,
Ooh.
according to Sean Ross Sapp on Twitter.
Well,
Mm.
how often does Sean Ross get his shit wrong?
Exactly. I'm just saying.
So, Hardys could be.
I want to look at this
WWE
Hardy's
by the end of
merch.
the
To be
year.
fair, I mean, why not, right?
I mean, do they need to go back? Let's be honest.
Probably not, but why not? Probably not, but why not?
Yeah, you know fans are going to eat it up whether they go back anyway. So,
Hey, they love the merch, mate. Love the merch.
Right. So I'm not seeing anything on Euroshop WWE, which is annoying.
yeah, because
I just want to see if it's
we
legit.
don't get anything on that Euro shop anymore.
I know, don't.
Always a
I'm
love.
upset. So have you not seen the
I'm
merch?
on the pub.
Yeah, I ain't seen anything on there, to be fair.
Hey, lads, it's alright if I just drop out the call and rejoin? Is it having a bit of fun with my mic?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Good moments, guys.
I don't know what else is going on TNA on NXT. I said it again.
He loves TNA.
You'd think the way I don't shut up about it.
Exactly.
I don't know what else is going down on NXT tonight. I am debating whether to watch it live or not.
I'll be in bed.
But I've just started joining, so there's a good possibility I won't.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything about merch for Hardy's. Obviously, that was like tweeted an hour ago, so they probably like.
I think
Trying
they'll
to-
keep it hidden until tonight's show,
That makes sense, yeah.
and then obviously they're gonna be like, "Oh, new merch. There we go."
Yeah, I don't think it's for the titles. I mean, it'd be pretty cool if it was, but I don't think it is.
Give me a second.
I do not think. I do not know. Yeah.
February 25th is that what we're on? Yeah.
We are.
Oh, so the X Division Championship is on the line for tonight as well.
Oh yeah.
That's Moose versus.
Oh, Moose versus Oh, don't. Who is it?
Go and say his name.
Obafemi?
No.
Oh,
Lexus King.
that's the one.
Brian Pillman Jr.
Completely, two completely different type of wrestlers, but yeah.
Oh no, tonight's just a normal match for the Hardys.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
Does that say who they are? Miles Bourne and Tavian Heights. Oh, no quarter catch.
Hello.
Yeah, I would have never have got that.
Can you hear me all right?
Yeah.
This Rosie absolutely forgot to take his laptop charger home with him. So that was great.
You silly goose.
I know. I was there on it and I thought, oh, I find the charger there. I get it charged up, and then I was like, oh, good, Christ's sake.
Stephanie Vanker is defending her North American Championship against Carmen.
Oh yeah.
And I think that's it for tonight.
Is that it? There we go. I came at a good time.
I think that's it for tonight's NXT. And I'd say that's a wrap on tonight's episode, would you say, guys?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, this week, yeah.
Been a good
Had a great
episode.
time again as well with boys.
We still do need to finish up the Discord. Well, I need to finish up the Discord because I don't know if you guys know how to do them.
You are the boss. You are
You're the
my
boss.
final boss.
You are. We're waiting for our pay slips. It's great.
You are my goat. So don't you worry about it.
But
Can't
we'll
wait.
put a tweet out for our next episode.
Yeah.
To be fair, I don't even know when we're doing it. Even us three have no idea when the next one is.
No, we have zero schedule. I do
No,
apologise for
because
that, guys.
I've got a new app for work. I get my schedule.
Yeah.
I've got my schedule till I think it's middle.
Oh, there you go. Then.
Middle of
We'll
next
figure
week,
it out. Then.
We'll have to sort something
We're
out.
going up in the world. We're going up in the world.
Yeah, finally they've fucking sorted themselves out.
And I will make you all aware as well. In April this year, I'm going to start my watch along with the fans for my WCW Dream. So I will be reacting to all WCW matches. You guys are welcome to join me.
Yeah.
For this channel, of course. Yeah, there we go. I don't know the exact date yet. I will let you all know, but I will be starting it.
Yeah,
Nice.
We'll get that started.
Watch the greatness.
If we have time, we could do old reruns of other things as well. Doesn't just have to be WWE. We could sit down and we'll all link up and we'll watch like New Japan on YouTube or something like that. I don't know.
Of course, yeah, it'll be all matches. Some of it will be good matches. Some of them is WCW, for example. I'm going to put some funny ones on, in the sense of look how incredibly awful it was. I've got that, like I say.
Yeah.
Some of the old ECWs.
Yeah.
Some of the old TNA as well.
Obviously, if there is any like suggestions you want us to watch,
Oh yeah.
and react to or whatever, I'll do that.
Yeah, I love that as well. Yeah. And if anyone if anyone is watching and does want to suggest a match,
Yeah, or even just a specific match. Yeah, I don't want to do that.
Yeah. Yeah, just tell us what the match is. Don't be sending us some links. I know what people are like these days.
Right, I'll say thank you for tuning in. Don't
Yeah,
forget to
thank you
for
like,
listening.
subscribe.
Yeah.
Anything
Yeah.
else, guys?
Yeah. Have a great time.
See you later.